we have two main objectives. The first is to make sure that every single buddy is able to be heard, they're able to be valued, and they actually have a partner there with them. So oftentimes these people, when they go to schools, they don't have the very strong friendships that they need, and so that's what we try to provide. We have very good volunteers that we screen and that we go through lots of processes that we'll talk about later, but they're going to help these buddies by having an actual connection with them. So they talk with them, they do activities with them, and they form strong bonds that last for a very long time. So it's not only the once or twice kind of events that we have, but instead it's even more. So we have our goal in the end is to ensure that they're able to be paired up, and so we have weekly meetings, we have weekly sessions with their buddy, and so they're able to actually get the friendship that they deserve. Furthermore, we also aim to have our volunteers grow from this as well. So we want them to develop a deeper understanding of their community and also what they can do for the community as well. That's our objective and what we want to do for both the students and the volunteers.
Absolutely. And I think as Xiao just said, and a very important part of what we do is noting that the cadence of social harmony does not rest only on helping out communities, but through the fostering and collaboration of both. In the sense that Shaping Future Leaders' mission is to inspire leaders. And that's something that we've been doing over the past 3 years. But through the inspiration of leaders, we also want to help communities that are more marginalized, that have less opportunity, and ultimately have less chance. Which is why the one-on-one program is not only to just help students with autism spectrum disorder, but it is also to create an environment where they're able to have one-on-one support that is able not only to help the student in need, but also the peers that tutor. In terms of advancements, we currently have 3 successful sessions helping 15 plus students. In December, it was a winter-focused session focusing on DIY crafts. In the second session in December, it was a Christmas-themed one, celebrating the novelty of Christmas tradition. And finally, we had our New Year's themed session where students made resolutions, did writing, and at the end, we played games like Jenga and ping pong. In many ways, it's a formulative educational experience that goes beyond the traditional cadence of things like arts and mathematics. But it's more than that. It's a safe haven, a community for students who are able to feel like they're welcome, feel like they're observed, and ultimately feel as if they're pulled. In this way, we plan to have significantly more sessions through the spanning of the next year that will continue to enrich our mission of helping students in need, especially those who need it the most.
So, our procedure, our volunteers work in these meetings, our volunteers work very, very hard to find a plan and optimize how these meetings will go. So before every meeting, or before all 3 meetings, our volunteers had a brainstorming session in which we had ideas. So our themes our Christmas theme was based on the fact that the day was just closer to Christmas. Same for the New Year's theme. And we try to focus on taking our time to recognize that the activities take time, especially to set up and for the students to understand what we're doing. So we also have to take into consideration the abilities of our partners, and we also, just before the meetings themselves, we also have to, of course, organize ourselves, set up the space, set up the areas, and this is all just to sort of prepare for what's to come, and then so that we can all have the best experience, strengthen our bonds as much as possible in these meetings.
Yeah, because we understand that not every single one of our volunteers is always going to have the same amount of experience with as we do dealing with special needs students. Since oftentimes it takes lots of patience, it takes lots of experience, it takes lots of time to develop these bonds. So we try to hold sessions beforehand to ensure that they at least get some sense of what they can do, maybe some tips and some advice to help them out. So yeah, that's SFL and that's the buddyship program so far. If you ever do need to contact us, we have our website at the bottom there. You can see all the other things that we do. We host lots of other missions as well. So it's not only the Autism Buddyship program, that's our main target. We want to help our community in that sense currently. And so if you need any other contacts and more info, you can access us there. Thank you.